Hello, and welcome to another edition of There I Said It. Hello, Gary.
Hi, Georgia. Hi, Frida's. Hi, la la.
So we are missing one third of There I Said It, the team, because it is her birthday week and she is traveling. And, Gary, I am traveling as well, but you see that I am here. I was in Denver.
Yes, that's
skiing. I'm back in Miami, and I'm at work. I don't know why she can't be, on her little podcast.
It's always sunny. People that always talk about nobody like them or care about them, honey. That's the ones who always do the complaint and never show up. But that's okay.
Exactly.
Jesus knows.
Exactly. Say that. You know what? First off, let's start off the show. We had, of course, Tamar Braxton on last week's show, and we have to give our condolences to her family. Her sister, Tracy Braxton, passed.
Yes, honey, it was so sad. And, it's funny, after I was looking back on it, I was saying, and, because she didn't have to tell us anything about that or whatever, but it's amazing. I'm so glad that she did come on the show with us. And, she laughed and had a good time with us and what have you. And that goes to show, sometimes people got to laugh through the tears. You never know what a person is going through or their family member is going through, but they just still keep pushing. So we're just real thankful for that. But our condolences definitely go out to the Braxton family, her sister.
Absolutely.
Tracy.
And something I remembered that she said, if you didn't watch last week's show, you might want to go back and watch, or actually, of course, you can listen on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast. I do remember her she was talking about things she learned, and she talked about relationships and family relationships, things she had learned from family relationships. And I thought, I wonder, if she meant, that as well. You have to come to terms with sisters are going to be sisters. And she's like, family is first. So, let's move on to, because, we give our condolences and, our prayers to their
everybody.
Yeah, we don't want to sadden y'all. We just want to give our condolences. And yes. Yeah. Okay. So, Gary, I want to talk about Will Smith. Did he think we forgot about the Red Table Talk when he had dang near broke down talking about August Alsina? And then he gets on with Gayle King and says there was never any infidelity between he and Jada Pinkett Smith?
I was trying to figure out, maybe I don't know the definition of infidelity then. Because what is infidelity? I thought, honey, because Jada made it very clear that she was out, she wanted to feel something different or whatever, wanted to feel loved because she hadn't felt it in a long time. And then all of a sudden, that happened. But then he said, oh no, we talk about everything, honey. She tells me everything. I tell her everything. Well, girl, she didn't tell you that she wants some outside dick or something, honey, but it happened.
But I wonder if he means, because I said, okay, he said, we talk about everything. So maybe he feels like it's not infidelity. I'm like, this is how he's probably spinning it. Maybe it's not infidelity if we talked about it. So she's not going outside of our marriage because I know about it. Is that what he meant?
Yeah.
I'm like, Gail, you need to ask more questions.
I know, but I was thinking about that Hollywood shit, baby. In Hollywood it's totally different from regular people, honey. So, and then he made this whole statement. I'm like, girl, I had to break it down and I still didn't get it. I'm like, girl, Well, that's too much, baby. You got to speak on that layman's term or however it goes on. So excuse me, to understand. So I didn't understand. So I'm like, well, girl, okay, whatever. All right, y'all didn't have infidelity. Ooh.
Yeah. So when people do that, it brings out other things. Like August Alsina gonna be like, oh, say what? What you say?
Okay.
August Alsina come back out and be like, let me tell y'all what happened.
Exactly. So but they paid him off, girl, because he ain't said a word. So
but you know what? I agree. I agree, but he does seem like the type who would be like, I don't care. I'll be homeless because I'm so in love with Jada Pinkett Smith. I got to speak my piece. He seems like that type of guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
But Will just, honey, Jada opened Will up for a lot of the women because, girl, Will, honey, baby, girls don't care about what you look like when they look at that bank account. He got a cute bank account. Baby Quisha on the other side said, girl, I have you, Will, honey. Don't worry about Miss Jada. Come on over here, child. So
that's true, but listen. It has to be who you want. Will has eyes for nobody but Jada Pinkett Smith. Now, I do think he's probably, had some entanglements in the past, but I feel like Jada is the one for him. I don't know if he's the one for her. I don't know. But anyway. Okay, but speaking of entanglements and sleeping around, I don't really follow rapper Lil Durk. I don't really follow him. But I did see where he said the whole reason that he's marrying his girlfriend, India Royale, is because of her body count.
Yeah, that's some
She
shit.
has a low body count.
And how the hell he know? She could tell him any damn thing, because, nigga, I'm not going to tell you how many damn people I slept with. Really?
You're not going to ever find out about Leroy around the corner.
Thank you.
or you little John. There's some people that you don't know nothing about, and she'll never tell,
Nothing.
and neither will her friends. It'll go to her
Thank
grave.
you. Because she's smart, but my thing is this, though, Freeze, what really bothers me about men always worry about a goddamn woman's body count. How many goddamn missiles you put your missiles in counts and whatever, honey? I'm trying to be nice.
Thank you.
How many dicks you didn't fuck, damn it, and nobody knows about it? I mean, but you can do it and it's okay. What about your
So
body count?
misogynistic. Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I don't get.
Hell.
How dare him? But she's like, oh, he chose me. And I'm like, honey, first
Child,
off,
please,
if you
honey.
have to lie about your body count, that's number one. But number two, the fact that he cares about her body count, but don't care about his. I was watching that interview and it was annoying. And I really needed a translator because I couldn't even understand what he was saying.
Oh, no, ma'am, bitch. They needed a cue card up, honey.
Oh, honey.
You had to like, child, but I'm like,
I was like,
that's amazing how men. No, go ahead.
Do you care? So you don't care about a body count?
No, well, I just don't want to know about your body counts, okay? Because I can care less about a body count. Because ain't nobody gonna. I don't need you to point out, girl. This is who you screwed. I don't need to see him. So I don't care nothing about it. I don't need to see him and none of that mess. So, girl, go ahead and do what you do, honey. So long as I don't need to see the queens that you didn't body and counted. No.
Right. But what if, Gary, you were at a party and there was somebody in that room at that party that whoever you were with had slept with before? Would you want to know? Like, say you're at a party with your man.
Well, first of all,
and there's somebody in there and you find out later, oh yeah, we was together. Would you be? I would be so mad.
If I found out later, to an extent, but then on the other hand, I'm like, okay, long as that's past or whatever, and as long as this person is with somebody else or whatever, and I don't know. It wouldn't, no, how would I feel?
I know I would be bothered.
I wouldn't like it. I probably wouldn't like it.
If I was at a party and my husband never told, and there's a chick there and they're like, hey, I haven't seen you so long. Hi, and I'm like, oh, okay, hi. Oh, okay, hey, what's up? And then he tells me later, oh yeah, we did. We dated, we slept together. I'd be like, what? You should have told me that at the party because I wouldn't let you speak to that bitch.
Okay, now y'all ready at the party, but I don't know if I would want to know about it, or if I was to know about it, then they would start raising the flag. I start thinking, I wonder if they seen each other recently. You know, are they gonna get together? You just never know, honey. It's just some crazy stuff. But I don't know. I would probably be, upset. But I don't know. Just I wouldn't even want to think about it. Just put it because the thing is, even though but on the flip side of it, sometimes people be saying, "Girl, you need to know." But why do I need to know?
I want to know
because
but even little Dirk
tramps show up.
Exactly. Even little Dirk, who he said, I want to know about her body count because I wake up in the middle of the night and be mad about something. So, that's kind of how I am. Don't be in no party and you know some chick and you know her and don't tell me about it. That's a problem.
Yeah.
You know it's a problem? I don't want to talk about it every day. I know you're tired of talking about it. I don't want to talk about Kanye West every day. How can we not though?
Honey, and I'm starting to wonder, girl, is he doing this? But girl, it's some real shit going on with Kanye, baby, honey. He done made some threats, baby, and now, honey, I would have never thought that celebrities even follow each other. Didn't think about that shit, honey. Especially the stuff we were talking about with D.L. Hughley, honey. That is a mess, baby, honey. Oh, Lord, he done threatened D.L., honey.
He done threatened D.L., and D.L. ain't from Hollywood. You better slow down, bro.
Thank you. Okay, honey.
You better slow down.
Because you're from Chicago, baby. Don't try it, honey. But he told D.L., how he said, I know where you are. I could get you.
And then knows where he found out that they both live in
Calabasas.
Calabasas.
Mm-hmm.
That's a threat. That's a threat.
He said, I know how to get you, baby. I'm like, oh, all right, Kanye, honey. But,
here's the crazy part about Kanye West. He be threatening and then be like, God is good. Like, no, that's not what God would want you to do. God don't want you threatening. He say the worst stuff out his mouth and be like, but God is good. Like, no, dude. What?
Yeah, but honey, he said it, but it's just, but my thing is this though. I feel now, he's a typical damn man. First of all, I don't want your ass, but I want nobody else to marry you. But baby, honey, when Kanye did all that threat to D.L. Hughley, but bitch, did you see what D.L. Hughley told him? He said, you know what? While you walking around here acting like a goddamn nut, Pete Davidson's putting a nut in your wife. I'm like, bitch.
First off, don't come for a comedian. Do not come for a comedian, honey, because he will get you.
He said that. I'm like, oh my God.
But it's true.
Hard.
It's so true.
But now Peter, it seems like now they seem to come out more.
Yeah.
Peter's starting to speak out more now, I guess, because it's official.
Yeah, Pete's like, you know what? I'm not going to just sit here and let you run over me. You're just not going to do it.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it.
Yeah.
But let me say this. I feel like Kanye is going to lose those kids. He's going to lose his custody because of the way he is acting. He is not acting like a parent who has all his marbles. And like DL said, you need your Xanax. Like for real, he does need to make sure he's on his meds. He needs to I think he's bipolar. I don't know if he said this or not, but he certainly acts like somebody who is bipolar. Like, I hate you, but I love you. Like, what? Boy,
back and forward and all that, honey. But I think Kim Kardashian needs to give him a plate, honey, and just sit down and feed him.
Ooh, honey, we got to talk about every plate. Ooh, baby, we got to talk about every plate.
Every plate, and every plate Kanye needs one too.
Oh my gosh. Every plate is the bomb. Y'all know I'm not a cook. I'm just not a cook, but every plate has been my go-to. I have these boys and they are always hungry and I want to make sure they're eating healthy, but it's so expensive to eat healthy. Every plate has been, it has a consistently low price and they deliver pre-proportioned ingredients and easy to follow recipe cards right to your front door. Y'all, I made the most delicious thing. I'm so mad because I'm in Florida. I don't have it with me. I was going to tell y'all what I made because it was so good. But how about this, Gary? Think of it this way. One meal from every plate is about the same price as a cup of coffee. And I'm talking about actually it's cheaper than a cup of coffee. Okay. Really? Honestly, it cuts out trips to the grocery store, stressful meal planning. So you can like really enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in like 30 minutes. And I need that time in my life. Like I need it in my life. And the food, I literally made the best thing I ever tasted that I've ever made in my life. So I had to give myself and my wallet a break with every plate, delicious, affordable meals delivered to my door. What? And ready to go in just like 6 simple steps. That's it for me. It's the quickness for me. That's what it is for me.
Really? But this is the deal though, honey, Alfred. I want everybody, listen, honey, I want everybody, honey, to try every plate. Now, it's just $1.79, y'all, per meal, honey. Just the price of a cup of coffee. And you can't even get coffee for that price, honey. So I want you to pay that $1.79 per meal, honey. Go to everyplate.com. That's everyplate.com and enter y'all the code I said it. 179, y'all, because that's just $1.79. That's I said it, 179, y'all, honey. Oh, and get started with every plate for just $1.79 per meal by going to everyplate.com and entering the code I said it, 179, honey. And you guess what? You can have every plate. It's the bomb, honey. And I love it because, like you said, I'm not really a big cook. And, and I be wanting to eat healthy, but, girl, honey, it's just.
It's first off, I can't, some people can just go and just be like, okay, I know I'll put this, and this together and make a meal. I can't do that. I can't do it. So every plate has been the best for me. Every plate. So make sure you try every plate. So as Gary said, go to everyplate.com, enter the code. I said it, 179.
But it's just sad though, honey. It's just a sad situation though, Frida's, because I'm just like, you said she was a gold digger. She didn't mess with no broke diggers. So there you go. There you have it and stuff like that. So it's just, I don't know how to, I just don't know how to put it, but I feel bad for her, but then I feel bad for him too. So, but it's just some craziness. And Kanye, you the one who parade around all these different damn women and stuff. And you thought she was going to just sit her ass at home and just look at you. On the flip side too though, Georgia, now, honey. Now, Miss Kim could have played the grand girl that she's portrayed to be, honey, in society
public.
Or whatever. Yeah, in the public. Because my thing is, you should have just, honey, shut still. And some people say, well, did you go stop her from getting a man? Well, she should have never announced her man. She just should have played it long until this damn divorce was over with.
Yeah. That's what she probably should have done, but I don't think she thought. I mean, I can't even say I don't think she thought Kanye was going to act up because I think that's the reason they're getting a divorce is because Kanye's been acting up and she's like, nah. And I feel sorry for her because I have had some stalker men before, hiding under beds and hiding in closets. I've had those kind of men, waiting, looking out, waiting till you come out the house. Man. I still look under my bed to this day because I'm like, yes, I have had some stalker exes and nobody needs that. Like, grow up, move on, and stop talking about me. And I don't want to talk about you. Live your life. Like,
yeah, but it's so easy to say.
But they got so many kids. God.
How the hell she had 4 damn children for him? Hell,
she got to deal with this man for the next at least 15 years. And guess what? Yeah. You would think it would be over. I got a 25-year-old son. I'm like, boy, I don't want to hear about what your daddy said. I don't care. I can care less. I mean, I have to say, I'm
He's
like, you're
still
25.
talking?
Oh my God. I'm like, I don't care. Please. None of my business. None of my business.
Lord,
So
that's been
yes, but
his story, honey. But
child,
it's
oh
just an
child.
interesting thing, honey. Yes,
But I'm
Lord,
gonna tell you
honey.
something else. Kim
What?
Kardashian better shut her mouth saying people better go to work, saying people need to get off their effing asses and go to work. They are carrying her for that because it's really
Yeah.
hard to take advice from somebody who had a head start with rich parents and then somebody who had a stepdad who was an Olympian on the Wheatie box. Honey, you ain't living the
Thank
regular
you.
life telling people to get
At
off their
all, bitch.
effing
Money
asses.
stayed flowing through that house, honey.
Honey,
So bless her
please.
soul, honey.
And they went for her, honey. Bevy Smith was like, maybe you need to talk to your circle of rich friends and tell them to get off their asses. But you can't talk to the average folk because the average folk doesn't have a head start like you. The average folk just
Exactly.
doesn't. She said that, she's like, Bevy said, I wonder if the people who are buying Kim's brand, how they feel about
Nah.
that. Because they're spending those coins and she's over here saying, y'all need to get out and go work. I get it. She's
Yeah.
right. But everybody, people love to say, it's 24 hours in a day. Like you got the same 24 hours Gary got, but they don't know what Gary went through for that
Thank
24
you.
hours. They don't know when me and you was working for free. You know what I mean?
Huh?
We were showing
Yes,
up
ma'am.
in promo vans. So,
Yes, Lord, honey.
but on a larger
Yes, honey.
scale, people love to say, oh, you and Beyonce got the same 24 hours. No, we don't. Beyonce daddy got her started when she was like 7 years old.
Sure
Don't even
damn
do
did,
that.
honey. Nah, it's okay.
And
Make
the
no
same with
error,
Kim.
honey.
The
Yep.
same with
So-
Kim. Yes.
And then Kim was able to work for some rich folks and steal from them, honey. And stuff.
Honey,
and really get boots up,
Brandy.
honey. So, yes,
And
honey.
if that had been
Sure
a bull,
did.
I hate to say it because I know Kim is a woman of color, but let Shaniqua steal somebody's
Thank you.
credit card when she's styling for them. Shaniqua will never work. You will never hear from Shaniqua again, and that is just
Again.
truth. Ever.
Nah.
So
So, Frida's, honey, what you think about Justice Melissa and girl, honey? They put him in jail because he black, girl. And now they say he on a psych ward too. He said, baby, they put him in jail because he black and did all that. But the part that really just hurt my heart so much about that situation of Frida's, I mean, his grandmother spoke. His grandmother is very white. She's a white Jewish woman, and she spoke out for him.
but I said this last week. Jesse looks so black. He done cut all the little curly hair off. He
Yes,
had
honey.
some lotion. I
Yes,
was like, who is
honey.
this black man? What happened to
Yes,
the what
Lord,
happened to the
child.
mixed kid? Like,
Yes,
boy,
honey.
stop playing.
I guess he tried to get his grandmother to speak. They said, "Girl, no, this y'all should have came last month with Black History Month, girl. This ain't working this time, girl."
But let me tell you something. Jussie Smollett is crazy like a fox, right?
Yeah.
He is crazy like a fox. Like, hey, if something happens to me, and I don't want to say this because something happened to him, I don't want anybody to come back on me saying Frida's using.
Yeah.
But he's in the psych ward, which I think is a little different than being in actual jail. So some people are saying that he played it just right so that he wouldn't be in that population. He would be in the psych ward, but maybe he wouldn't be in the general population anyway because he's kind of a celebrity, right?
Celebrity. And my thing is, girl, I would want to be, girl, honey, if you did what they said you did with them two big old fine brothers, honey, girl, I would want to be in the population, girl. Think of all the damn men that's coming your way, girl. You get them from all shapes and sizes, honey. Girl, you could really have fun, honey, up in jail. But, you know, I don't know.
Yes,
Just
you're right. Yeah, I want to ask you something.
I don't want
And you got to answer this, but I just
don't want it to be forced. If it divorced it, what?
Okay, now listen. They're saying that, they have this new bill. This is almost newsy, so you ain't want to talk about it. But there's this new bill saying don't say gay. And it's and I feel some type of way, but when I really read it, I was like, And DeSantis, who I cannot stand in Florida, I'm in his state right now, has proposed this. If he signs this bill into law, that means you can't have LGBTQ lessons in elementary schools. I think up to third grade. Like you can't talk about LGBTQ stuff from like preschool to third grade. And they say 60% of Americans don't, they want that in schools. Like they don't like the ban. But I'm going to say this, and I don't want people to get mad at me. Don't come for me, LGBTQ community. I don't want a teacher teaching my kid about hetero or gay stuff at school, especially from up to no, I don't. No, It's none of your business. I don't want you doing that. But people, it's called the Don't Say Gay bill. So what do you, I know you don't have kids, but
No.
do you think they're saying anything that has to do with, like, if there's books in school that talk about kids being different or kids being gay or blah, 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 for elementary kids, they're taking those out. They don't want that in school. What do you think about that?
Well, it ain't no damn different. They ain't talking about blacks and slaves neither in school. So, hell, they don't want to talk about that
here's
neither.
Here's my thing. I think this Don't Say Gay bill, I honestly think that I think it's really about the racism. I think they're trying to call it Don't Say Gay bill, but I think it's a way for them to take out other books too about slavery, about history. And I think they're lumping it all into, I think it's disguised as a Don't Say Gay bill. But I think it's disguised as a don't make my kid feel bad about being white. Ain't nobody trying to make your kid feel bad about being white. And why don't you want your kid to learn about what their ancestors did? Most Black people have white ancestors. We just talked about Jussie Smollett. I do too. Yeah. So if you had ancestors that lived in America, they probably had slaves. I mean, it just is what it is. So we're not going to teach kids because it makes white kids feel bad. Stop playing. That's so stupid.
So we didn't. So this came up not late since I didn't been out of school, because we didn't talk about gay stuff in school. About
exactly. You didn't have sex education, right? You didn't have sex education till you were what, like a sophomore, junior? Yeah, but I didn't have it. I don't remember having sex education. Yeah. Do you remember that?
I think that's what I'm trying to find out now. Well, we had biology, so I don't know. That was sex education.
But I remember having to sign off on it for TJ, who's 25. But I haven't had to do it for my 10th grader. You had to go sign this. It's okay for your kid to take a sex education class. Yeah. But I think it's okay for high schoolers.
Yeah, but if they would have had that when I was in school, maybe I wouldn't be the way I am. Then I probably would have known which way to go. No,
but here's the thing. That's not true. Stop it.
No, it's not true at all.
It's not true. But if they have sex education in high school, how will they do it? Will it only be hetero? Because when TJ was in school,
girl, hetero. It's so much now, honey. I mean, Lord, gee, that's a lot of sex educating, honey. So
it's a lot. Lord. It's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, I forgot. It's interesting. Okay, I forgot. I don't want to go back to Kanye and them. Pete Davidson got a tattoo of this girl on him. I heard that Pete Davidson got a tattoo of Kim Kardashian on his chest. That's the end of it. When you go that far, they say when you get a tattoo. Gary, do you have any tattoos?
None. No tattoos or piercing. My daddy was not having that shit when we was growing up. Now, all of my brothers basically got it after they got grown. But honey, I have nothing on my body. My body's going back to Jesus the way it came. Nice and pure, honey.
Nice and pure. I don't have tattoos either just because I'm not into them. I don't want to get a needle anywhere close to me unless I have to get a COVID shot. Other than that, nah.
Yeah. But if I was to get one, I would like to put maybe a tape measure on my back.
Wow. So, no. No, Gary, no. That's not. Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, people get sick of people lying and all that mess, so girl.
And then you're like, okay, right now, let's measure up. Measure up.
That's right, honey. Pull up to the bumper, baby.
Pull up to
with your long black limousine.
Yes, pull up to the bumper, put it on the back, and let's see how you measure up.
Miss Grace Jones said that, baby.
Gary, does it matter though? Does size really matter?
No, not really, girl. Please, honey, child. No. Not at all.
I don't think it does either. But
it does not, honey. But it's just like this is not the size of the ship; it's the motion in the ocean. And my thing is, though, I mean, if it's more than a mouthful, it's too much.
Oh well, I guess that's true. But I just think people put a lot of, size. I can't say it don't matter, but I'm just saying. I can't say it don't matter at all.
But there's nothing to tell her. I said my thing is, bitch, I'm going to Japan, bitch, honey, after I leave here.
Why? What's in Japan? Tell me what's in Japan.
Size doesn't matter. But anyway, so
okay. All right. Well, you know what, Gary? I think we've had a very interesting show today without Vic. And I think she'd have a lot to say about the size.
Yeah,
and about the tats. Vic is tatted up.
Yeah,
she is tatted all the way up. She got piercings everywhere. Not that I've seen them, but I
I
know
don't
she does.
like I mean I say I don't like, but I just hate it if a woman does her up about it. Oh, because bitch, how you gonna wear these beautiful gowns, bitch, with tattoos all over it and stuff like that? That takes away the class of the gown, honey. Now
Yeah.
below you can do what you want, but just don't do it. And I hate it when y'all put cherries on y'all titties and all that shit. That's too much.
It's awful. I have a friend who
They're
only
gonna
has
be
tats on her
raisins.
butt, and
Really?
that's cute. That's cute. That's hot. You know what I mean? Because you're like, nobody knows. I still wouldn't do it because I just wouldn't. But she has all the tats on her butt, and that is so cute. But
Yeah.
then, so if somebody, I don't know, I just can't.
I would like to, if anything, if I was to do anything, honey, I would probably put the door on both cheeks, honey. Two doors on both cheeks. With
Okay, I just picture that, and that's cute. So we're gonna have a door over here and a door over here, and then a ruler coming up, like a ruler measurement coming up the back.
And when you open up the door, then you got to go to the doorknob.
Okay, so you tattoo artists out there, y'all heard
Yeah, that's what I
Come
want.
talk to him. There he said it. Okay, there I said it. Okay, y'all. Every week, new episodes of There I Said It. Post on Wednesdays. Please make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Give us all the stars and all the bells and whistles, and hit the button. And just it's what we do.
Just open up my door.
Yes, open up the door. You can see it, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast. And of course, you can see the shenanigans on YouTube. All right. We'll see y'all next week. Thank you, darling.
Bye.